everybody, and welcome to a Scratch video. I made Scratch videos where I played Scratch games. In fact, I actually made a few games in the past. But this is a walkthrough on how to make a game. There are tutorials, in case you're still confused after this. But here's what you start with. This cat, the Scratch cat here, this cat, and a blank backdrop. I'm gonna get you through everything. 15 minutes, alright? Just give me 15 minutes of your time. So, code. This is code. Move 10 steps. Move negative 10 steps. And then it'll go, well, not that much, but like, look. You can move it like that. Now, to activate this code without clicking, you can use events. So when the green flag clicked, move 10 steps. Right there. And then move negative 10 steps. Boom. Right back where we were. Can also use it when keys are pressed, or when sprites are clicked, or when backdrop switcher. You can also use messages. For example, like when loudness. So that's why it asked for me to use the microphone to loudness. But when it switches to when the space key is pressed, broadcast message 1. And then we can say when I received message 1. Well, here's all the motion stuff. Positions, if on edge, bounce, point towards mouse pointer. We can do that. I'm pressing space and moving my mouse pointer. Well, that's just motion. What if you want to change some looks? Well, you can make it say stuff. Hello. 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 Think. You probably can't have them. Oh, yeah, and then it thinks, So, you can do that. You can switch costumes, which brings me into this costumes tab. So here's the costume 1, here's the costume 2. You can combine these for a running animation by using the looks to switch the costumes. See? Oh wait, that was only switched to costume 2. Well, if you want to switch back and forth in this scenario, well, let's get rid of all this stuff. This is gonna get confusing. Alright, so let's focus in. Oh yeah, also if you right click something, you can delete a block, duplicate, or add a comment. So this is cool. So there, right there, little comment. Boom. So, the next thing I want to cover. Oh right, control. Well, up here is motion. You can scroll down or press these buttons to get through the tabs. So this is what makes it move. These are the looks. You can also use this to switch to the backdrops. And over here, stage and backdrops. Here's where you can get the other backdrops, like a castle, sure. Scratch is also claims to be like the largest program language for kids or something, so that's neat. Here's sounds, which we can get, which I'll get into. Pop, pop, pop. So the pop sound kind of comes with everything. Oh, I guess this comes with meow. Neat. So right now we're on, so we have 2 backdrops, it says. Go into backdrops, you can see we have the blank backdrop we started with and the castle walls. Now, code. Gonna switch to costume 2, switch backdrop to castle 1. Neat. Anyway, what did I want? Oh yeah, right. So here's, and then clear graphic effects, colors, stuff, size. Don't ask me what this means. I never used it. Yeah. Sounds. Here's where you can play the sounds. Still running the same script, just added on Meow. You can also add extra sounds, including recording. Hello! Hello! So there's my... Oh. That was bad. Hello! This is a Scratch tutorial. Boom, right there. There's a second sound. You can also pick from over here. Sound, record a sound, surprise, upload a sound. So let's just do surprise. Oh yeah, this also works for all the menus. Ripples. That's neat. Then, what's next? Well, you can change your volume and pitch for sound editing. People have uploaded songs on here, and that's probably how they do it. Also, this little thing in the corner, it's kind of advanced, but it's extensions. Boom, you can add other things. Look, you can add text to speech, make your projects talk, translating, a partnership with Making, collaboration with Joyless, Google, Amazon Web Services, Lego stuff, Direct Force, the microbit, which is, this is all text stuff, video sensing, whatever pen does, but we'll select music. You can play different sound samples from here. But again, extensions, advanced, so is my blocks, but like, you can probably just use those to compress and consolidate blocks if you wanted to. Also, there's also a 300 clone limit in Scratch. I'll show you that. And control, here's where you have waiting, repeating forever, if then else. Here is what we want. Right here. If then else. What we do with this is be nice. Stop all, wait until, repeat until, and then there's when I start as a clone, create a clone of myself, and delete this clone. They appear like this, but never put them together, because then once it makes a clone, the clone goes, alright, I start, I create a clone, oh, I delete. Like, oh, I start, create a clone, and delete. And then it overwhelms Scratch and it crashes your page. So never do all of that together. There's also 300 clone limit, so you cannot have over 300 of those. So if you want more than 300, do an advanced engine that is, or we'll do at least a more capable engine. Scratch isn't really like pro game development, publish this, sell it for money. This is more of a have some fun, here's a starting point. So, I'm going to use some operators over here on the green. So we have if this slot, then. So, if apple contains a, length of apple, join apple, banana. So variables, here's variables. Variables and operators work hand in hand. So you can use variables to track score. Look, I'm making this change my variable. So my variable gains from this. Wow. So, and then, oh, there's the music thing I added. But music stuff for like if you want to use that. But I'm covering base Raj. So if you're interested in extensions, then that's not going to be fully covered here. Oh dang, I'm running out of time. I need to stop moseying through and stalling. So anyway, tutorials are up there in case you need more, like I pointed out. Settings for language, color mode, back to home, file for new, save, load, edit, turn on turbo mode, which is a scratched thing. I'm pretty sure it boosts performance or something. Debug, which is all about like debugging issues in your code. And now let's use sensing. So, if touching mouse pointer, then switch to costume 1. Sure, we could add that. So if else. So if it's touching the mouse pointer, it switches to costume 1. Otherwise, it switches to costume 2 and does the meow. So that's neat. And then, of course, comments for you to organize. Zoom out a bit. And bye-bye. So, the next thing I want to cover quickly, this is, you've already covered extra backdrops. Oh yeah, you can paint them. Yeah, so this is my beautiful backdrop. So there's our little stuff. Hey, you should probably do this at the bottom here. Think this is subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not cheesy like that. So that's how to paint your own. And now, this is also for adjusting full screen. You can have your games in full screen. Next thing I want to do. So we've been all messing with Sprite 1, right? Well, the reason you want to send messages is because you can get more than one sprite. Fishy, dinosaur, prince. You can paint them. Ooh, all sorts of little sprites. And you can move them around, the dinosaur and the fishy and the kitty. And you can do their own prints, not prints. What? My brain. You can do their own code. You cannot. I mean, you might be able to print them on a printer. Yeah, nothing would stop you. So there's all kinds of stuff you can do with this. Down here, there's buttons that zoom in, zoom out that I've been using. Pretty much the only thing to see is just to scroll through debug. I'll let you stop through it. Pause. 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 Boom. So that's the debug menu. Editing. So everything has their own sounds and stuff and code, and that's how you scratch. So anyway, dun 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 dun. I'm not clicking that. Dun dun. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.